Hi everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome and welcome back to Angela's Fashion Mix. I hope you've had a fantastic day. And if you are new, welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. This is day number 6 of my 12 days of Christmas. I hope you've been tuning in. And as I mentioned, there'll be a variety of things going on for the 12 days of Christmas. So this video is a DIY, but it is home decor. It falls into that category. So if you are familiar with Mackenzie-Childs, Mackenzie-Childs has quite an array of home decor pieces. A lot of them are kitchen related or entertainment related for parties and things of that nature. But I've also seen like lamps, I've seen lamp shades, I've seen just a variety of things. And I've known about Mackenzie-Childs for maybe 5 or 6 years. And the amount of different pieces that has been added to the brand over the years has just been incredible to watch. Now, it is a black and white pattern and it shows up in some amazing places. So you'll see some pop-ups here as to what Mackenzie offers. But what I'm doing today is I am doing a DIY of a sleigh. And I had the sleigh already. It was red. As you'll see me change the color. So to make it work for what I want this DIY to be, I had to go into paint mode. Now, I'm not going to be able to show the entire thing in this video. That will carry over. Because the paint has not dried, I cannot remove the taping on it. But for step 2, in showing you how the process is starting, I will be including that in the video. So if you are into DIYs, not just fashion, but just generally crafty DIY kinds of things, you may appreciate what this ends up being. If you saw my short, you know that Friday today was a couple of events that were going on at the same time. Youth department, of which I'm one of the leaders, had our Christmas event tonight, and the youth decorated gingerbread houses, and there was a contest. So that was a lot of fun watching the process as well as the end result. And at the same time, literally across the hall at church, the choir had its event tonight as well. So we had 2 things going on concurrently. So I was kind of over here for a bit, over here for a bit, kind of back and forth until just kind of settling into the choir event. So that was an absolutely wonderful evening, time very well spent. So if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe, like, and share. And I will see you for day number 7 with my finished DIY, as well as some other things. Have a fantastic night. Spray paint. So here's my sleigh. I have several of these on hand. I use them for floral arrangements during the holidays. So I thought I'd snag one out of inventory and use it for this project. So this is how it looks, color, and I believe I bought these end of season last year. And this is metal, and it is going to be the foundation of what the DIY is. For this project, I decided to go with a matte finish, and this paint comes with the primer, so it's an easy application. So we're going to just cover the red, and that's a simple thing to do here. I always try to do this outside and just kind of move around based on how the air is moving, but just kind of going over it really well, and when it dries it will be a matte finish. So here is the finished painted sleigh in black. So this plate is a black and white pattern, and this is kind of what I'm going for. This is reminiscent of the Mackenzie-Childs pattern. So I'm going to duplicate this on my sleigh. So the paint has dried. As you can see, it has a matte finish. Came out really well. And from this point, if you've never used painter's tape before, for projects like this, I use painter's tape to keep the paint from bleeding on the edges. So I pretty much have to create the squares, and this is how I do it. I picked this up from, I think it was Northern Tool or somewhere like that. But you can find this at Walmart. Sometimes it's at Dollar Tree. It's just painter's tape. It does come in different widths, but for the size squares that I want, this is the size I went with. And just kind of trying to lay it out. I'm not measuring anything. I'm simply eyeballing the size of the squares that I want. And the key here is to make sure that the tape is flat. If any of the paint gets under the edges, then when you peel it off is where you really see that you didn't do that step properly. So just make sure when you're using this that you just press it down really well. It peels off very easily on pretty much any surface. So that's where we are. And the good thing about using painter's tape is that once you lay it down, if it's a little off, it's easy to pull up and re-stick, but just make sure it is flat on those edges. So now I'm going in the opposite direction to create my squares. So looking at it from this angle, it may look a little distorted. That is the angle of the camera. So this will come out, the squares will come out straight. So here's my pattern for the black and white. So I'm using an acrylic paint. Typically this works on most surfaces. Should be fine here on top of the matte paint that's already here. And this is where it's important that the blue tape is flat so that the paint does not get under the edge of the tape. So when it peels off, you have really straight lines. So this will dry completely, and we'll be able to show you the finished product in day 7 in the next video. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this DIY. We'll see you soon. Bye.